Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goal. Henry Ford. He has a right to criticize who has a heart to help. Abraham Lincoln. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. Maya Angelou. If you're out to describe the truth, leave elegance to the tailor. Albert Einstein. You build on failure. You use it as a stepping stone. Close the door on the past. You don't try to forget the mistakes, but you don't dwell on it. You don't let it have any of your energy, or any of your time, or any of your space. Johnny Cash. A bird doesn't sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Maya Angelou. It is the credit to human nature that, except where selfishness is brought into play, it loves more readily than it hates. Nathaniel Hawthorne. Let us live so that when we come to die, even the undertaker will be sorry. Mark Twain. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, you will what you imagine, and at last, you create what you will. George Bernard Shaw. Junebug, I remember everything. Robert Francis. Either write something worth reading, or do something worth writing. Benjamin Franklin. I no doubt deserve my enemies, but I don't believe I deserve my friends. Walt Whitman. You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something sometime in your life. Winston Churchill. In questions of science, the authority of 1,000 is not worth the humble reasoning of a single individual. Galileo. Life's tough. Get a helmet. Eric Matthews, Boy Meets World. The more a man knows, the more he forgives. Catherine the Great. It's not what you look at that matters. It's what you see. Henry David Thoreau. Show me a hero, and I will write you a tragedy. Of Scott Fitzgerald. If we did all the things we are capable of doing, we would literally astonish ourselves. Thomas Edison. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violent sheds on the heel that crushed it. Mark Twain. It's a poor sort of memory that only works backwards. Lewis Carroll. Love lends wings to our desires. Alexander Dumas, The Count of Monte Cristo. You can't wait for inspiration. You have to go after it with a club. Jack London. If A equals success, then the formula is A equals X plus Y plus Z, where X is work, Y is play, and Z is keep your mouth shut. Albert Einstein. 80% of success is showing up. Woody Allen. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain it well without accepting it. Aristotle. Imagination will carry us to worlds that never were, but without it, we go nowhere. Carl Sagan. Teach not thy lips such scorn, for it was made for kissing, lady, not for such contempt. William Shakespeare. While we have the gift of life, it seems to me the only tragedy is to allow part of us to die, whether it is our spirit, our creativity, or our glorious uniqueness. Gilda Radner. Maybe all one can do is hope to end up with the right regrets. Arthur Miller. I think we consider too much the good luck of the early bird and not enough the bad luck of the early worm. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Who we are never changes. Who we think we are does. The purpose of life is a life of purpose. Robert Burns. And so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. Martin Luther King Jr. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Friedrich Nietzsche. The past is but a beginning of a beginning, and all that is or has been is but the twilight of dawn. H.G. Wells.